Hello, this is Mr. Umi 1974, and welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved, episode, I think this is 6. So far the bugs have not shown up, thank goodness. And this is what I have in store for us today. There's a couple things that I want to go after. First thing, I want to basically enable us to increase our ore production, so we're going to research this basic drill motor. The other thing that we want to start working on is we need to take a look at our research here. If you notice, we've got like a couple of really low upgrades, but then we got these two, and this requires a lab. So what I think we need to do is start doing our prep work for a lab. And you're going to need this, laboratory components. This is basically the machine that allows us to make the lab. And we're going to leave it at there. You're also going to need a research assembler, which I'm going to also research, and that's going to allow us to make our basic pods. I don't know if I need this one right away or not. It's one I'm going to have to take a look at, and won't know until we get that lab stuff up. But I think this giant square here is where I'm going to place the lab, and then pipe in some stuff in order to supply power and do that stuff. But right now, I'm going to grab some of our wonderful material here, and I've slowly been upgrading and moving stuff around. If you've noticed, I've been working on upgrading most of the transportation tracks for our copper and tin, and top of the thing. So I'm going to press E here and open up our manufacturing thingy, and we're going to find our basic drill motor and see what that costs. 6 iron bars, 4 copper, 8 tin, and we are going to crafting at least 3 of these for right now, and put them in our iron, tin, and ore extractor. I'm basically going to show you that once we get down there, so I'm going to break away. Okay, I'm down at our ore extractor. I'm going to open it up, and basically all that we have to do is just click on the drill head, and we should see a fairly good increase here if we're supplying it with enough power. And we'll take a look at this. It looks like power's keeping up. And we should see, I think, 8 coming out now. 16 ore per minute versus our wonderful, what it was, 8 before. So that will help. Yeah, now you can see we're getting more of a steady stream of ore. So that looks like it's working well. I'm going to do this to our iron and our tin, and hopefully this will help us upstairs. Be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and I've started putting in the power systems necessary for this lab. Gotta remember that the lab takes a lot of power. And it pretty much can use as much power as you can throw at it. So currently I'm going to have 3 walls of power with 6 generators apiece a whopping 180 power per second. So yeah. But in looking at what I needed to do for the lab components, I need basic PCBs and experimental pods. Okay, the basic experimental pod I need to make using the research assembler, and I need copper housings. As of yet, the only two things I have in here are copper wire and tin plate. So I am definitely going to need to research one more recipe, and that is the copper housing. I don't know if I need to research this, but I'm going to guess not once I have that assembly thing made up. And I think I need 6 copper plate for that. Okay. I currently have my assembly stuff all ripped down at the moment. I can kind of go over the idea here. It's F3. What I want to do is take and put this here on top of that. Hopefully what will happen is it will pull from that hopper and put it into that hopper. And I do have some logistics stuff here. Let's see if I've got enough copper. Kind of low. So I'm just going to throw 2 copper in there and check to make sure it works, and it appears to be working. Now this, I do want to change to only along with this one. And then this one, I need to set it to add only, and hopefully this will work. I'm not too sure if these hoppers are large enough. So that's done, and I need a couple more plate for that large frame. And did I need a PCB for that? I don't remember. It was underneath my stuff. Assembler. I've got the one basic PCB, and I need 1 copper housing, which is 6 plates. And 1 more for good measure. I think I need 1 of those. Yep, and that will help keep my inventory a little bit freer. Okay, so this is going to allow me to basically do this research assembler. But first, I need the housing.
Crafting.
Back here, research assembler. Craft that.
Crafting.
This wonderful thing. To find it on my inventory here. Bring up 3. Plop this down right about there. And throw it right in there. Okay, this thing's gonna take out of these 2 hoppers, hopefully, and place the modules into that. Now, here, I don't know if this is going to work. I need the extruder, coiling plant to turn that around. And then here, I need to place the PCB assembler, which is going to go up like that. And I think I needed basic, which were all copper, if I remember correctly. Whoops. And I probably don't have enough. 6 plates, and then 1 PCB, if I remember correctly. So that's 7 per piece. So, see what happens here. Should take one and send one up, and the other one should go. Okay, that actually looks like as compact as you can get set up you can get for one of these is a 4x5 or 4x3. Might be better off just setting it up so that you don't pull out of the same hopper. Otherwise you'll basically have a backlog. Real quick so I can get some fuel down here so I can start making some some research modules, because I think I need 6 for each one. Okay, I need 5 and then 1 for 9 components. So and I see a basic design flaw here. Logistic hopper right in there, and this can start powering up. It's going to get pretty loud over there relatively quickly. I think I'm going to be able to do this rest of this off camera, and then I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and I did need to make a few tweaks. This setup's pretty much all the same, except instead of a logistic hopper, I put one of those mini hoppers, because this has to see all 6 plates it needs. You can only do that with the mini hopper if you want to keep it small, otherwise it's like quantity of 100 plate type deal. Over here, I did have to change my power setups. I'm actually using less hoppers and more battery blocks. I'm using a total of 7 battery blocks per thing in a wall, and the generators are enriched patterns. So 1 hopper will feed 3 generators. I know I could move it up and then feed 4, but this way I don't really have to worry about it, and it's actually gives me some power storage. Actually, I do have some laboratory components now. I'm going to start replacing them. And there really is not a lot that I can do about it. Man, it's allowing me to do all that. So it's pretty much a hurry up and wait for more resources, more materials type deal. I'm really thinking about putting another hopper. I got one. Where's it? Yeah, there it is. F1. Place that right there. That's going to give me double the storage capacity to ensure that this just keeps going. Whatever copper that I do have in here. And it's pretty much a hurry up and wait for this thing to run out and make some more PCBs and research pods. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, here's something you guys should know. It seems like I am actually passing copper plates through the extruder, through these three machines and into this hopper, because this hopper here is set to add and remove. I'm guessing. And that should be set to remove only now. Just verify that. Yep. And now it was really bizarre. And 0. This is not going to work. I actually need to be able to make PCB boards, and that the setup is not allowing that to happen. So, what I think is happening is I'm pulling the PCB board down into here instead of pulling the bar to the extruder. So kind of seems like your best bet is to actually have space between your machines, just on the safe, in your hoppers, just to be safe. It's good to know. Oops, nope. PCB there. I want the coiler here, extruder here, hopper here, and then probably change this up then. So I have the block back there, have the plate press here, hope that's pointed. Should be able to see this way, yep. And then clean these two up. And put the extraction hopper there. Actually, maybe that one. That. Maybe I do want this here. this hopper there and a slow conveyor just to be on the safe side. Like so. And that way it will split my ore. I need a few PVCs in order to the next point. Slot free. I think that's all that I really needed. So I can now make my wonderful lab components, which are all that I needed, and then I can come into this loud disaster. What's my sound? My volume's 25, and that thing is still that loud? Oh boy. First lab, and we're going to give it its current assignment, which would be basic upgrades 2, and we want to start this project. And hopefully what happens is we will make our wonderful experimental pods as we do the stuff we need to do. Now I need about 70 copper. So that is going to be a while that processes and works. We seem to be actually maintaining enough power on this, possibly. Here. And I got a feeling right there I'm going to want to put a standard hopper. And I think I will actually do that.
Crafting.
Just to help speed things along. Because I know this right here is one of my bottlenecks. Right there. Copper plate. put some more copper bars in and wait for this thing to continue researching. I think that's all that we're going to do for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Basically gave you the ideas of what you need to do to get basic research up and running. I do have some more optimization to do. This at the moment seems to be my bottleneck, and it's really not too much of a bottleneck because even feeding this in like I am, I don't seem to be keeping up. I can actually probably turn this off and then grab some more iron here. Whoops, it's not the iron I was hoping to grab. Don't have a whole lot of iron left, actually. And blend this in. Like so. So now I'm making copper and iron. So hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope it helped. And have a good day. Take care.